Yo, guys, what is going on? Lucky Cheese 7 is back again to give you guys Eden Zero Chapter 267, the first chapter of Volume 31? Shoot! No, this is definitely without a doubt, the first chapter of Volume 31, which is nuts to even consider. But with that said, we look. I don't think the stream is going to be too long because there is a lot I got to take care of on my end. Because literally, I just got back from work and I was like, I could hold this off until tomorrow. But literally, this chapter has been on my mind since it came out last night, and I'm like, I just need to sit down and just talk about this because it's crazy. It's crazy. This. Let me just start, okay? We're already a minute in. I'm not even gonna rush, but yo, guys, what's going on? It's me, Lucky7, coming back at you with Eden Zero, Chapter 267, titled Mother and Child. Which, initially, when I saw the chapter title, I thought to myself, okay, we're getting the chapter title that's going to allude to Shiki and Witch. Because, as we know, what here it's kind of been building up to is that Shiki is the son of witch and wizard. That's what we've been kind of building up to. So in my head, I'm kind of thinking to myself, okay, so this chapter we're going to focus on that, and that's not the direction we decided to build upon. Instead, we get a revelation that has me going like, bro, now we've entered a whole territory where I'm like, now this is getting juicy, spicy. Think of all the different condiments you want to add in to this delicious dish, and that is the best way I can describe this character because the certain revelation you get is the one revelation that has you sitting, thinking, pondering, bro, what? But let's just get it. So continuing off from where Volume 30 ends off, Chapter 266, you have Ziggy appearing in to save Shiki, and you got Void 2, and Shiki's in total shock. What? But Grandpa, how are you here? And even Rebecca's like, Ziggy, he's alive? Pino, Master Ziggy. And Ziggy's like, I don't have time to tell the whole story. Go to Mother. You know what this shit reminds me of? Think back to Igneel, okay? Think back to Igneel with Fairy Tail. What's the one thing Igneel said to Natsu? But okay, yeah, he did say tell Natsu to live. But the one thing he told Natsu, yo, go for the Book of END. I'ma deal with him. This whole scenario is I know Hero at this point, okay? His writing style to me now is not a bad thing, but you just can't help but feel like he's about to pull something. He's about to pull the rug out from under us. And it's gonna be again, look at what happened with Neil. Look at what happened with Gale from Rave Master. The everything's lining up. And I know some people want to say, well, Shiki technically not Shiki, same person obviously, but Ziggy already died once by Shiki. Yes, you can say that, but considering that, like, let me just say this: if Void is supposed to be the Acnologia in Eden Zero, oh, then you know for damn sure that Ziggy Night Night, he gone. There is no saving Ziggy after this. I'm just saying this. But let me continue on. Shiki says, huh? And Void's like, he will not be going anywhere. Pulls up a force field barrier, or in Happy's terminology, a protection matrix. And Peanut says it's far too big. But Ziggy shatters it instantaneously. He's like, boy, you ain't doing anything. And Shiki's like, wait, it's shattered. He's going all in. You got this nice clash shot between Ziggy and Wolf. Like, that, this is awesome. I'm not gonna lie. This is like really, really awesome to see. And Ziggy tells Shiki, like, hurry, Shiki, go. He's like, but Grandpa, I can't believe you're alive. Like, you see, like, him, like, starting to tear up and everything. Like, again, go back. Actually, I need to remember Rave Master. I don't. Did Haru cry when he saw Gale? I want to say no, but again, it's been like so long since I've read Rave Master. Like, I remember like the key beat moments, but as far as like that initial interaction goes, I don't think he cried. Not to, I know for sure. Like, he was starting to well up. I don't know for sure that Haru did for Gale. I don't know that 100%. I'm gonna look back on that soon. But we move forward. Clash still goes on, and Ziggy says, "You always were a crybaby, baby. Didn't the mayor of Granville tell you?" And this is again, this is such a good placement of dialogue. Because it's something a lot of people should have like caught on to what he said here. This planet has an abundance of ether. We're all set to last another 1,000 years at least. And that clicked into Shiki's head. And even Rebecca's like, now that you mentioned it. And Happy says, oh yeah, he said Ziggy made a device that recycles ether. And you get Pino like glowing up and everything. Like, that means Master Ziggy never died. And Ziggy's like, exactly. And you see Shiki, he's like so happy. He's like, yeah, Grandpappy's alive. I'm so relieved. Yeah, we're in this together forever. Like that is essentially where we are at with this. But again, you're facing Big Dad. That's Big Dad. The big bad void over there in the corner. So I don't know. Like, I really do not know. But Ziki goes on to say, it's true. Everyone can be happy here in Universe Zero. And he further tells Shiki this. But if you don't get to Mother now, then the world will end like the rest of them. And Shiki goes on to say, so let's fight together. If we just beat Void, Mother will be saved. And again, Ziggy just goes on to say, "You don't understand, Shiki, my boy. With he says, with or without void. Word here. With or without void, Mother is dying. Her life has already started to fade. You see that, like that reaction from Shiki, like even Void, like, ooh, her life force is starting to fade. This is good. This is very, very good. We only have a few options. Either Mother fades away on her own, or she is destroyed by Void. Or Shiki, you can save her. And you notice Shiki looking directly over at Mother, and Shiki says, okay, I'm on my way. You be careful, Grandpa, which I, I know. I shouldn't be so fixated on this, but can't help it. And Ziggy says, who do you think I am? As he transforms, he says, I am the mechanical king. As he transforms, you have Shiki and Rebecca. Shiki says, let's go, Rebecca. Okay. He looks back. If I know Grandpa, he'll beat that guy. And I love this because Void says, you think you have any right to approach Mother, human? But Ziggy ain't having that. He's like, nah, 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 nah. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. I'm your opponent. You're fighting me now, Void. Or should I say, my son? Which, this has been the big talking point, okay? With this chapter in particular, this moment right here has sparked a discussion. Like, what? Like, my son? Like, the hell do you mean? Like, even Void, like, oh, if you know that, then you know you can't defeat me. And Ziggy goes on to say this. Oh, are we high and mighty? I have powers over gravity. Actually, he doesn't say that. Ziggy says, "Oh, aren't we high and mighty?" And Void says, "I have powers over gravity and over time." As you see Leaper, like the little insignia that Rebecca has, that's on like his leg. And when I saw that, like again, this is the part of the chapter like I just sat on. I was like, whoa, wait, hold on. He has gravity powers and he has the power of time itself? Mashima! But then like my gears started shifting. And I like sank heavy and deep into this because bro, what we get next, I'm gonna not even beat around the bush. Because Ziggy says this, so it's true. I don't have any memories from my life as Shiki. But I know that there was another human stranded 20,000 years in the future. A woman! And I know that she was carrying my child inside her. He's obviously talking about Rebecca. Like the Rebecca that went with Shiki when it came to the 20,000 year, like the 20,000 bombs, atomic bombs that were like on uh Narrow? Yeah. Like this whole thing has been a theory that's been it was like a fun theory that started off, but the fact that like Hero went out and said, yo, when this shit happened, like the Shiki and Rebecca that decided to stop the bombs. Apparently, according to this, that Shiki and Rebecca were intimate. Like they had like something tight, something like the proper term I want to use here. You know, they got comfortable. Okay? They got passionate. And when you get passionate, eventually comes an heir, an offspring, a descendant. We're watching House of the Dragons. Well, been rewatching it, but that's kind of where my terminology is coming from. But this is still kind of crazy, though. I know that she was carrying my child inside her. The child had no physical form, but came to Universe Zero as a massive pure thought. Then, through the power of the Eden's One, those thoughts gained a body. And Void's like, yes. Also, I could eradicate humans from this world. Which I think this makes Void a little more interesting now because initially it's like, okay, he's an AI. He just, wants a world where, humans are eradicated and machines can rule over all. But that essentially was what he wants to do. Void, right? And last chapter, we got a little bit more of like his reasonings behind why he wants to do what he's doing. And I was like, okay, it's a flawed concept for sure, but you can kind of sort of understand why he's doing it. Now you add this on top of it, okay? Now you add in this part here that he is the son of Shiki and Rebecca from a different verse. Okay. Which I know has a lot of people thinking like, bro, you mean like it was just a thought and it transferred over? Again, keep in mind, Rebecca has like the time leaper ability. And again, when you combine gravity and time, like you never know. You honestly never know what kind of shit that you could get. Which again, you just get this bombshell in this chapter. But it does kind of leave you thinking of like, okay, so what else is Hero gonna be like building this up to? Because this is only again just the start of the chapter. The volume, if you will, the start of the volume. And the last page ends off with this. Ziggy asks Void, would you kill your own mother? And the last panel shot you get is Rebecca. And Void says, that human is not my mother. Not yet. I'm going to say it right now. Pure perfection. This was a pure perfection chapter. It had like literally everything that you want. Get the confrontation between Void and Ziggy, which is still going on, by the way. But you also get, again, another piece of information added on top of like, okay, now we know Void is not just some husk. He is, you know, in relation to Shiki and to Rebecca, which is saying so much. And I know, a long time theory I've had for ages has been that Zhao Mei is the future daughter of Shiki and Rebecca. Does this chapter now kind of devalue that? I'm gonna say kind of devalues it. I'm not gonna say gets rid of it 100% because again, different universes can obviously come down to different, you know, expectations, if you will. And I mean, who knows? This could also be a case if we still want to throw in the Zhao Mei is the future daughter of Shiki and Rebecca. I mean, again, she could be telling a narrative of her parents saving, not only saving mother, but in essence also saving her brother. It could be that too. Again, just a fun theory. I'm not saying 100% that like yo, this is what it is, but crazy chapter though. Oh my god. Again, I'm gonna just say this. Ziggy, I don't think is gonna make it out. I don't. I honestly don't think he's gonna make it out, which is, oh my god. I'm not ready for round two. I'm just saying that right now. I'm not ready for round two of Ziggy going, which again, if we know the parental lineages of the Mashima verse, Gale did live to see another day. Neil did not live to see another day. I'm like, I forget, not Rebecca, Lucy's dad. His name, I forget about him. But Layla Hardfield didn't live to see another day. Okay, Silver didn't live to see another day either. Which, oh my god. Which again, so far, the only parents that have kind of survived have been Rebecca's, which is interesting. And I have to wonder, like, what else has Hero been like building up to that we have no idea of? Because we go back to what Hero said about Eden Zero. He had the basic storyline, okay? He had them all out in bullet points. But the road to getting to these checkpoints is the thing that he didn't really have a lot of focus on, which is where the blend comes in. You have the aspect of Raven Master where he knows where the story is going to go. It's just how to connect the dots, which is where the whole fairy tale aspect comes in. Because fairy tale, for what a lot of people don't know, fairy tale didn't necessarily have a plan. Like he wrote fairy tale kind of on the fly, which is impressive. Considering, I mean, there are some things in fairy tale you can kind of tell that okay, some things are a little like off, but with what he was able to do with fairy tale and tell that story with no plan, I think kind of impressive. And you kind of get that here with Eden Zero too. which, again, banger start to a volume. I want to say that right now. Just a super banger start to this volume, and I really cannot wait to see what happens next. And hey, one of my mutuals from Twitter, or I should say X, dropped by to say hi. Hey, Asia, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're enjoying the stream whenever you get the chance. And yeah, one thing I want to point out is that this Big Bang Theory with Shiki X Rebecca, this whole theory technically started with her. So the fact that this kind of came into fruition, I mean, I just got to give Matt props because she deserves it. Like she deserves like the credit on that theory, and I think it's really nice to see. It's really nice to see like little fun theories like this like just coming to fruition. Which is why I'm like still sitting here thinking, yo, Zhao Mei has to be the daughter. She has to. If she ain't, I mean, all right, bit of a downer, but it is what it is. I'm still in the belief though that we got like at least, at the very least, 30 chapters. 30 chapters at the max. I think not at the max. At the least 30 chapters is how much I think we have left from Zero. I'm pushing it, let's say 33, 35. At least. And with that being said, you guys, that is all I have to say when it comes to this week's chapter of Eden Zero. Let me know what you guys' thoughts were on this chapter. Do you guys have any gripes with the chapter? What else do you think Hero is going to be building towards for this? And do y'all honestly think Ziggy's going to make it out? And with that being said, you guys, that's pretty much it. I'm Lucky7. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more Eden Zero content, fairy tale content, Dead Rock content, which I know the latest chapter came out. I'm going to cover that eventually. And I will catch you guys next time. Peace.